All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Again, it's Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. B-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Left. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Move, move. Through.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins, flushed out right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll go on the ground. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop the throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him. And the inside half?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Play action now. Cousins rolling to his left. Mariotti's got it, middle of the field. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So out come the Raiders. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll run it here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they try the right side here. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Rhino! Move! Black!
Cousins now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, any energy. Rhino!
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Let's go!
A first down throw for Cousins. Cruz on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Hey, Steamer!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Going up top. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Detroit!
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that was... incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Raider 1, 6:37.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Carr. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on third down. Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Carr now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, it's Cohen, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Cooper was the target there.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season.